In this video, we'll be taking a look at all today's NCAAB matchups, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop. Because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full winning sport picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. We start with Miami, Ohio against Buffalo. The market is telling you this is a control game for Miami, even on the road. Buffalo catching points looks attractive, but this is a spot where pace and execution favor the favorite. Miami dictates tempo, limits transition, and forces long possessions. We're laying the 4 with Miami, and with both teams comfortable grinding in the half court, we're taking the under 165. Next up is Xavier versus Connecticut. This is a classic number inflation spot. Connecticut laying a big number at home is public driven, but Xavier's profile fits staying inside this range. They don't need to win, they just need to stay organized and slow the game down. We're taking Xavier plus 17, and with Connecticut happy to bleed clock once control is established, we're going under 146. Now we go to Ole Miss versus Tennessee. This line is built on Tennessee's defensive reputation, but Ole Miss being offered double digits is too much for how this matchup sets up. Ole Miss can score enough to avoid a runaway, and Tennessee doesn't push tempo when ahead. We're taking Ole Miss plus 12, and we're backing the under 137. Next is Boston College against Duke. This is a classic heavy favorite spot where Duke controls the game but doesn't necessarily separate late. Boston College catching a huge number gives you margin for a backdoor, especially if pace drops in the second half. We're taking Boston College plus 26, and with Duke content to manage the game, we're playing the under 138. Then we've got St. John's versus DePaul. The market has St. John's priced as the clear superior team, and this is one of those spots where the favorite's pressure eventually breaks the underdog. DePaul struggles to score efficiently against physical defenses. We're laying the 9 with St. John's, and we're taking the under 146. Final game on the board is Pittsburgh versus Virginia. This is a tempo war, and Virginia dictates it. Pittsburgh catching points looks tempting, but Virginia's style shrinks possessions and limits volatility. We're laying the 13 with Virginia, and this one screams under from start to finish. We're going under 140. Now let's close it out with St. Louis versus Davidson. This is a matchup where the line tells you the books expect St. Louis to control the game, but not completely run away with it. Davidson catching 10 is getting respect because they're disciplined enough to stay connected, especially if pace slows. St. Louis can separate, but they don't play fast when ahead. They're comfortable managing the game late. We're taking Davidson plus 10, and with both teams preferring half-court possessions and longer sets, we're backing the under 147. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at wspicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to wspicks.com right now. Miami, Ohio, minus 4 with the under 165. Connecticut, minus 17 with the under 148. Ole Miss, plus 12 with the under 137. Boston College, plus 26 with the under 138. St. John's, minus 9 with the under 147. Pittsburgh, plus 14 with the under 142. And Davidson, plus 10 with the under 147. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, we bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!